Hey everybody, how's it going? Randy here with Nerds Templar, hanging out in Monkraft. A happy Easter Tuesday to you. We've got our, of course, as always, our daily gospel ready to go. We've got some plans, some big, some medium sized, some perhaps small plans, all kinds. I don't know. You never know what we're really going to get into. I believe we got Pundy here with us today at the moment so far. We are here at spawn. I'm going to jump out of the window without my elytra on real quick. We've been working down here at the rich people's place. You tuned into Pundy's stream last night. You may have seen the new build, the new mansion go up, and also a very good, equally good um, pixel art right next to the axolotl in a bucket. Equally good, I would say. But then yes, we have this new addition, this new mansion here, the Red King's Tower. That's what it should be called. It should just be called the Red King's Tower. Starting on an ice boat sort of lane. I didn't know how I wanted to do it, but I feel like this might be the way to go. These are I didn't have enough stairs, but I think if we just cut this out, right, wouldn't this then freeze eventually, and we'll have kind of like an ice boat lane that's cut into the ice instead of like instead of like doing something like this where we like put a border up or something to keep people inside of the thing. Instead, the ice itself will be the border. And there goes Pundy. He was just standing there a second ago. But I think that this is going to be a pretty cool way to do it. And then, of course, you'll come up with your boat. This will still be ice. You'll get out of your boat and you'll get up on there. This is actually I wanted a little more than this. I wonder maybe we take these out too and we just can we keep it even with this perhaps. I don't know. I think we might do that. So anyway, that's one of our goals today is just to mess around with this. We'll probably take it if we can. We'll get it out to somewhere important. I think we looked a little bit of where this goes, and I do believe. Wait, what happened here? Oh, there we go. I do believe that yes. So obviously this is the way. That's the normal way we would go. This would get you to Ben's old mansion, and then that would take you. If we take this ice the entire way, this will eventually take you to the end portal. That's what I'm thinking of. I think that this also does that this way. So if we would take this route, we might need a little bit of work. But I think, nope, not that way. Yeah, this is the one we keep checking and it doesn't quite go the whole way, but we can open it up. It's just a little bit, it would be a pretty crazy ice boat path, but it can be one nonetheless. I believe right here at the stone is where we would probably open it up somewhere right around here. Yeah, right there. Bring it through here, and then boom, come out here. Maybe it even ends there. We'll make the other hub over there. You just have to kind of walk your way over to this spot. But there's that. And also, if you would continue this way, you would get to one of the nether roof. You'd get to the nether roof portal of spawn. And thirdly, I think we can make another route for those rich people to use in the future. You rich people out there who may join us and want to buy rent one of these, lease one of these rich houses for yourself at spawn. That's a big pull of obsidian. They used to be lava. I do believe over here, well, there's this village as well, which is nice. I mean, there's a village. There's the amethyst pillar, of course. Don't believe I'm lost right now. Don't worry. I think I know where I am. I think that if we would go, yes, if we go this way, well, there's the igloo on a, wait a second. There's the igloo on it's like floating. Oh, I thought someone started doing something like turning this into a house or something. I think it's just that's the opening. Yeah, it's just a big opening. Thought someone made a big glass window in there. Right about here, I believe. Maybe a little over this way. Oh, here's another village. Right around here is where we were just in a trial chamber. Right here. This massive chasm. Takes you down in. I believe that if we look close enough, another huge hole. What in the world? Look at this thing. What? Yeah, we do have hitboxes on. We can at least kind of see things in the dark. I think this is the way that takes us down into the mine shaft and also the trial chamber. The way we took at least into the trial chamber. There's the mine shaft. It's dark, but look at all those mobs. What in the world? Why are there so many mobs in here? And that was my last rocket. Good thing I used it to get out. So yeah, that's it's another thing that is right about 350, 400, and about 550. Pretty close, pretty close. Again, I do believe this is the path. This ice right here takes us. So, a few rockets here. Hey, bunny, sorry, dropped a shulker on you. All right, so yeah, before I actually get into stuff, since I kind of got sidetracked there, showing you the preview, I suppose, for today. That's about what we'll be doing, and if I go this way, I'm actually going the opposite direction, so that means that this way should be okay. So maybe you only really get to this village, which is still fine. Okay, is that where the end of this route goes? We've gone on before. So is this the same route that would take you to the portal? Oh, it's right here. Never mind. It's like right down this path. So that's very, very close. We could do that one first and kind of get an idea how it'll look fully. Basically, we can take this to that village. How about that? We could use that village that's well within spawn boundaries for us to. There's several villages that we could use that way. Kind of make them use them as actual villages with villagers there, even. Uh, that'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? So, yeah, let's do the daily gospel though for this blessed and kind of cold for me at least, a little chilly Easter Tuesday. But God is blessed in the cold as well as the warmth, right? Go in here. Let me show you what we've been doing. If you also missed last stream for us, we're working a little. Can I please take off? Thank you. We're working a little bit on the mayor's house here, the mayor's quarters. I don't know what you call it because it's more than just his house. I think that's where he would be doing his main business as well. We brought it down a lot. It looks so much better because we had a lot of like just the biggest stone wall right here. Looks so much better now. We also kind of shrunk the balcony that goes around, which kind of looked way too big. Now it definitely doesn't. I would say. And you can see this weird dirt structure over here. This is actually some potential additions to the mayor's house that I was considering right there. See how far it might go, and then also uh, a matching one over here. I do believe I have just enough room. It'll also then make the balcony look a little smaller, which is fine. I kind of want that. It'll bring it all together a little more. You can also see I added some carpet in there. It's not quite done. Got to change some of the coloring and things like that, but yeah, it's looking, I think, pretty good. I think the additions will look pretty good. I feel like I might also put something in the back just because it's like almost right up against the mountain. I feel like we might as well put this glass in here, which is what I considered doing. But again, I think I'm just going to put an addition on the back anyway. You saw in chat there, I said the cave behind the mares goes the whole way to y negative 45. That cave right there goes the whole way to y negative 45. So this is the first carpet idea I had. I just moved out all the stuff we had here, so still kind of working on that. Looking good. I was thinking of going with like the double color and then going with like some of the monotone with it, but I need more and I need a better pattern, I think, for the orange with the red. But yeah, orange, red, uh the grays and things, and then go up here. Same thing. We need gray instead of this probably. I think I'm gonna take this aqua out, even though it looks pretty cool right now. I think I'm gonna go with the yellow, the green, and the gray, and then we'll go to the top and we'll do the blue, which I did have because I messed up and I was doing three colors per and realized I need to just do two. And then yeah, moved everything up here out of the way. All that blue. pretty much just be like random. I kind of just made it pretty random. Didn't think too much about it. Threw it in like around the stairs or whatever, and then went for it from there. Be a bit different just because of the way the stairs are there. So probably something like that. And then again, maybe something that just like continues through a little bit, wraps around a little bit. I don't know. This is exactly how I was doing every one of them. So it's not like a. I have no idea. There's no real design to it. Just some symmetry going on. That's about it. And we need one more. Yeah. I don't know. Six more. One, two, three. Get rid of them for now. And yeah, moved everything up here out of the way of the rooms that are kind of more done. Bundy is back online. All right, let's actually do the gospel now from our sort of home. I mean, it's not our home, but it's our temporary place of residence as we build it, I suppose. Right. And it looks really nice, so I think it's fitting. Okay. Easter Tuesday, in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, Amen. This is the gospel according to John. Glory to you, O Lord. Mary Magdalene stayed outside the tomb weeping. And as she wept, she bent over into the tomb and saw two angels in white sitting there, one at the head and one at the feet, where the body of Jesus had been. And they said to her, Woman, why are you weeping? She said to them, They have taken my Lord, and I don't know where they laid him. When she had said this, she turned around and saw Jesus there, but did not know it was Jesus. Jesus said to her, Woman, why are you weeping? Whom are you looking for? She thought it was the gardener and said to him, Sir, if you carried him away, tell me where you laid him, and I will take him. Jesus said to her, Mary. She turned and said to him in Hebrew, Rabboni, which means teacher. Jesus said to her, Stop holding on to me, for I have not yet ascended to the Father. But go to my brothers and tell them, I am going to my Father and your Father, to my God and your God. Mary went and announced to the disciples, I have seen the Lord, and then reported what he had told her. The gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Again, Christ is risen. Uh, what a what a what a good witness Mary is, Mary Magdalene. The the one that's still there, who knows, like, she necessarily has more faith than the others, believes with the things that the Lord said, or, it's just her devotion to him. But either way, um, what a great witness, her devotion to our Lord to stay there. But we have a something we call it in the Catholic tradition, Lectio Divina. It's just divine reading. It's very I think it's something that many Christians do. They just don't know that there's been a name for it for centuries and centuries. But basically, just prayerfully reading Scripture, and then especially the Gospels, and then placing yourself into those Gospels in one of the persons, you know, through the eyes of one of the people there, and sort of seeing it from that perspective, trying to see it as best you can from that perspective. What would you have felt? What would you have perhaps done? Uh, what was that person perhaps thinking? Because if you can place yourself in their shoes enough, perhaps you can glean even more spiritual insight from that. Um, and so, obviously the primary choices being the primary characters in the guy. I say characters, just obviously historical characters, but the people, the players, the actors, really, the main ones in the Gospels. Obviously, they're good candidates, but really any person that we read about in Scripture is a good person to sort of, again, just think about what they were thinking at the time, what was going through their head, maybe. And it's interesting here with with Mary, and maybe again sometimes how much we may fail to see, even perhaps when we're looking for the Lord, looking on our own terms, or so, and we fail to see him. It's interesting that she turned toward him, didn't recognize him, and she must have then turned away again, because she has to turn back to him after he says her name. And again, what was probably what a would have been a, again, can't even really imagine what that moment would have been like, even if you're trying to, for Mary. But then what does Jesus mean? Stop holding on to me, for I have not yet ascended to the Father. That's actually probably one of the most cryptic things in Scripture, I would say. Still, for the most part, I mean, you can go back and the church fathers will have their probably most correct answers you can find on these types of things. But yeah, it does seem like he's saying to her that she's, maybe a little too attached, to something like I just said, how often we seek the Lord on our own terms. Um, and although again, she's a great witness, being there, waiting at the tombs, going back to the tombs, even if she doesn't even know what's going on, none of them knew what was happening. None of them had any idea. He may have prophesied it, what was going to happen to him, but again, just imagine being one of the disciples, being any of them, and witnessing all of what had just happened the past few days. We know what happened on Easter Sunday, but they're still trying to figure it out. They're still processing it. She's waiting. She went to the tomb expecting to see uh, our Lord, still his body still there, and finds that it's empty, and that's why, of course, she's weeping. She doesn't know where he is. She thinks that they moved her. She thinks the gardener did something with him. And thinks Jesus is the gardener. She's very distraught, obviously, and rightly so. But again, how often we are seeking him on our own terms, and perhaps that's why our Lord tells her, "Don't hold on to me. You see me here, but I'm not going to always be here. I'm not remaining here. I haven't yet ascended, but I'm going to, and then you won't have me still here like you do your whole, you won't be able to hold on to me in the sense that perhaps, maybe she even ran up and hugged him or fell to his feet, right? So yes, again, I think one of the a decent thing we can get from this is, again, we have to follow our Lord on his terms, and that can be hard. Again, his terms are the cross. Those are his terms. So bear that in mind. But of course, what happens on the other side of the cross whenever we bear it on his terms? That's obviously what we're celebrating here today and this interval. Yeah, today, this entire week, this past Sunday for Easter, Resurrection Day. We're now in the octave of Easter. He is risen. Indeed, he is risen. Hallelujah. And goes another book. Oh man, getting close to that. Although I keep forgetting we can actually put those in bundles after they're written, which is pretty nice because we can fit a lot. That's how you make a what a what do you call it, punk band, I guess. Probably a lot more than we're writing in our little gospel books, though. Okay, you know what? I don't know if you guys are ready for this right off the bat today, but it's gonna happen anyway. I've got a new AI playlist inspired by Pundy's the I should say the Spotify playlist that Pundy was using. Um, last night on his stream. I did my best. Some of these are pretty good. These aren't even all the ones I've done. I have a bunch of other ones. This is like these are all just the newest of the sort of 8-bit arcade style tracks I was going for. There's a lot of them are really short, unfortunately. So this isn't the longest of playlists right now. And yeah, I do have a few others. I'll be adding them probably later. But I wanted to at least get this in. I want to get you guys' take on this. Quite different than all the other stuff we've used so far, but I think it's pretty decent. Most of them are pretty good. Might be a few we skipped. But here we go. I will. I guess if I just hit play all, it'll definitely play all, right? And then I randomize. Oh man, pretty sure there might be a couple in here I didn't actually listen to yet. So also gonna turn it down a bit. All right, guys, it's time to get building. It's perfect. All right, we are going to begin right here. Oh man, into the glass, into the glass. You know what? I also like Honey had it like more quiet. I think we're gonna turn this down just a little bit so it's like just in the background. You guys, let me know how that sounds. I don't want it to be too loud, but as long as you can hear it clearly, I think that's where we want it. So my goal here, I believe, what do we have? 5 out? Yeah. Go back here real quick. I'm gonna drop the boats in. Oh, it dropped me in. I'm gonna drop the boats in once this ice freezes, if it ever does. I don't know exactly what we're waiting on there. You can tell, yeah, all these songs are pretty quick, unfortunately. They can be looped pretty well if I wanted to get into that. Also, doable on the Suno AI generator that I use. Actually do a lot more customization yourself manually. Oh, there's the Pundy himself. Making his way over. Throwing snowballs. Hey, look, you can fill those stairs in if you like help. They really need some assistance here because I'm bad at the game. You're good at the game. You're really good at the game. You're like the best player of Minecraft I've ever met. Is this? What if we just knock that out, maybe? Ah! And then we'll do this. Because then it'll match. Wait, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Thank you for sleeping, sir. All these fish in the sea. This is where I've been replenishing my squid or my ink sacs for all my books. Hello. Thank you for your sacrifice. Will not be in vain unless I accidentally make black dye out of it. Then it might. Although I use a lot of black dye. Bundy was also just using some somewhere. What was that for? The windows, I think. I tried to get a couple different like styles and feels in there. There's some more like battle type sounding stuff. That was really short. Some that's just like, yeah, kind of like more like an exotic fun. Some that's more lighthearted adventure. I feel like we got a decent little mix so far. I'll probably just stick with those few prompts because they were working pretty good. But we are going to work on the Red King's Tower. Hey, nice. Good choice. Good choice. I think this is going to be... This one's going to go... So what if we just do one path for now so we can see what we do? And hopefully not fall in while doing it. Okay, yeah. IRL stuff. Got it, yeah. Real life things, that's always fun. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it actually is, and it's not sarcasm. Life can be definitely fun. We don't have to be always cynical, do we, when we get old? Hey, this might be the far right path. Yeah. Let's, you know what, maybe I go a little bit more weird. Yeah, I think that's better. A little farther away. Yes, I do believe then this goes right to the, and this again. These are rich people. I feel like they would have an ice boat path that takes them directly to the trial chamber. A trial chamber. Why wouldn't they? And also the end portal and the nether roof portal. Everything. A path to everything. You know, they could also just fly with an elytra, but you can flex a little bit more when you're just zipping down an ice boat path. in your ice boat. Also, you can get some stats towards your Mariner's Elytra, which is going to be a thing. I haven't quite got the mod working. I got the plugin all prepared. It's been done for a bit. The mod is tripping me up now because I didn't think it was a thing I would need at all, but apparently it's something we need for Java to be able to do this. Bedrock apparently not an issue. Java vanilla client does not let you do like multiple Elytra rendering on like different characters, so we have to do it ourselves with a mod and modded clients, which is fine, I suppose. Most people, basically everybody uses modded stuff on Java anyway. Eventually they get into it, so we'll just have to ask people to do that. And yeah, pretty easy though. Once that happens, then the mod refers to the plugin. The add-on on the resource pack add-on on the Bedrock side will refer to the plugin as well, same way, but on the different end. And then we will have our skill Elytra in place. So I'm getting closer to getting that all done, but not quite there yet. As I said, the mod's tripping me up a little bit. I had like a basically working one, but the only issue was like the version was being annoying, so I couldn't get it to actually build. I couldn't, and whenever I switched the thing over, now I have to like rebuild the whole thing, and I can't seem to build it the right way. So it's pretty much, again, at this point it's all just user error. But I think if I just lock in a little bit, I can probably do it all on the fresh one. On the new one that was actually the version was working correctly on the new one I did. So but like I fixed the problem I had on the new one, but then caused like 1,000 more different problems for myself that weren't issues before. So and they are like correlated things. It's not the issues didn't arise because I fixed the other thing. It's just because now I have to rebuild the entire thing, and I don't know how it was done. And ChatGPT is not always the best at redoing what it had done previously. It likes to change things on you. So if you ask it to do something and it does it correctly, and then you have it like try to do it again, it's a completely different thing. Even if you tell it, please do the exact same thing, doesn't matter. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's the last piece, really. After that, the requirements part that goes in the plugin part, which is a lot easier than probably everything. I mean, the beginning was very easy. I was just glad it was just the most crucial thing. If it didn't work, then nothing was going to work. But it worked very easily. This part's probably going to be a little harder to do, just more tedious to input everything, but it should work just fine because I went over it. It's all stat-based things, and it's easy enough to track those stats with plugins. So we got that under control, at least. It's all about seeing the actual thing, seeing the capes now. That's really kind of lame though, but that's Mojang for you. Basically doesn't make it available to for whatever reason for Java to be able to do that. To render multiple different looking Elytra on different players. Why are there random ice patches here? Oh, not ice, I should say. Where did those come from? Hey, polar bear, are you ice fishing? I have to make a turn here. But yeah, this is I would say the far right side, so. I suppose this is just going the whole way, huh? This goes the whole way to the village. Although, this is actually this is the side where the cave is. Yeah, we'll go the whole way, though. Yeah, they're always welcome to get out early. Wow. Things seen better days. Is there anybody here? Looks like it's been abandoned. Oh. Yeah, hello. Goldsmith that's been traded with. Interesting. What do you have after all? What are people trading? Maybe coal? I don't know. Huh. People really wanted that stone axe from you, maybe. I get it. I get it. Got a farmer here for bread and meat and bread. Eh. This is actually a decent village, isn't it? Yeah, we'll definitely use this. We'll definitely use this. What do you think, Bundy? Should we turn this village into a village? That's actually a project you were sort of working on in one of your own worlds before you joined us. Oh, hello? The four emeralds! Oh. Looted. Yeah, let's just take it the whole way. What's over here? Ah, with the hole. All right. Oh, I can't see my chat again. Hello, honey. Oh, added Windows resource back. Nice, nice. Oh, maybe we could try a village instead of a village, but that might be difficult. Mess my screens up now. There we go. Yeah, also the industry part of the title, I may do some work on the mob farm, some actual work on it. I did some storage, well, storage things, not really extension. I might do some. God, maybe we should do the storage first, but I was also gonna make it bigger again. Am I going the wrong way? What is this? What is this? At 880, 880. What? Am I gonna die? Nope. Not yet, at least. Oh. Oh. Oh, would you look at that? Got a little blaze farm right here. Who would have thought? Ow. That hurt. Oh, good. We don't. Oh, I take it back. We could fall very far. Huh. Mind me, sir. Don't mind me, sir. Don't mind me, sir. Ow. Ow. Whoa. Throw me a little farther, why don't you? And he's too far away. I can't. There we go. I missed. Look at this fire before I die. Get rid of this hole before I die. Please don't hit me. Okay. That'll basically do it, eh? We can't fall in there. We can fall in there. Well, that's cool. I guess it's just another awesome thing that the rich people get. Of course, go figure. Rich people have just a blaze farm right here waiting for them. Is there a way we can make this so they can't hurt us? Like right here. Just farm them right here. Oh, hello. I don't want to hit you, dude. Maybe a little late for that, huh? I'm in trouble, aren't I? I'm in some trouble, aren't I? I might be dead. Okay. Okay. Bye. See you. I have overstayed my welcome here. Um, this is a lovely place. It's a lovely place that has no pigs in it. Okay, where am I actually? Oh my, I'm like really close. Okay, this music is not exactly fitting for almost being killed in the nether by a bunch of zombie pigs. Oh, well, there's that. Okay. We found this again. This massive structure, you may be wondering, where did that come from? Well, I'll show you. Hey, Sonover, what's up? I'm doing very well. How about you? This is where we are. You may recognize it. I gotta hop out of there because of permissions. Yeah, yeah, that was Woodstock's Nether portal room hub thing. Insane, isn't it? Crazy. Why are there so many mobs? That's also crazy. I'm going the wrong way. Immediately, 1,000 mobs spawn. Good, good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Happy Easter to you. Ooh. They just spawn. They just spawn really fast, is all, I suppose. I guess if you're flying up, then they don't have anywhere else to spawn, so they're just gonna all be on the surface. Which is nice. Because that's why I mean, yeah, mob farms do work a lot better, and that's, I guess, why we see them working so much better in Java. Is there a big square there? There is a big square there. That's weird. That doesn't seem right. Oh wait, where are we? Are like, yeah, there it is. There's the end portal. So let's just cut through this way, and then this is the path that takes us back to the rich people stuff. Oh no, I forgot my ice. Oh well, that's all right. I was gonna kind of use that, but oh, wait, yeah, this is the right way. It's very narrow in here, doesn't it? All right. They'll be inside a little ice path, so they'll be fine, hopefully. Because whenever you get those turns, it gets a little sketchy. Is there any way we can make those turns smoother? I don't think there is. There's no, like, block that makes corners better, right? Like, so they don't get caught in the corner. Oh. Oh, he stopped turning sideways. Peter. Okay, this does look pretty cool, not gonna lie. Not looking bad. Carpet still needs to change. I ran out of gray, though. So I just kept the aqua in there. Your brother told you, huh? Nice. Thank you for the sub. Jabaz. Are you guys, you two aren't related, are you? I also don't know if I'm saying that right. Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We are making a rich person's ice boat path to a lot of important structures, apparently. It just happens to go to everything. And Pundy's working on this tower, I believe. Half AFK. We'll probably go to the mob farm at some point. Maybe put another layer on that, but it's actually been overflowing pretty good lately. I don't know what exactly we'll do about storage. I guess we'll just extend it again. I put some more hoppers in, so at least that'll do something. Oh, you are nice. Twins. Awesome. I see. Yeah, and we also, again, if you guys want to join the Discord, if you have Discord, or welcome to, the link is in the description. Be the second set of brothers. The first set of twins that I would know about. That one will probably go that way a little bit more centered, a bit more centered. Yeah, we're just keep going. We'll definitely get there. There's only one place we can get to. Sorry for this. Bear with me for a moment. I'll probably need to go more this way. We need to move this out of the way. This is one thing, but I don't know if we can work with that massive hill. Yeah, I think we have to move that. Move a mountain real quick. It is mostly joinable. Yeah, we allow people to join the Discord and put in an application there to join us. Just a few pretty simple questions to get to know potential candidates. Well, I guess candidates a little better before we possibly allow you in. So yeah, it's just a application basis, and we're opening it up more and more as we now have, of course, we're Java and Bedrock, so there's that. We are crossplay, and we got like some plugins and stuff in place now too, so makes it a little easier. But yeah, it is open in a sense, yes. So if you join the Discord, you will see the Minecraft applications text channel. Pop an application in there, i.e., answer the few questions we put there. And of course, it's just the general rules apply for Discord and the server. It's just that we're a Christ-centered, traditional-minded, family-friendly community. Kid-friendly. I mean, kid-appropriate. So good for all ages, in a sense, right? So that's the content that we and the way in which we behave our other players to behave. Now, of course, when it comes to the game, we have all sorts of stuff. Like we have teams and PvP claim areas and all sorts of stuff like that. So we have the potential for PvP. It's an SMP. It's a full, pretty much SMP. Used to be fully vanilla. But yeah, just in general. But you don't have to be Christian or anything, but you do have to at least respect our values. And yeah, be respectful. Just basically be normal people. That's all we. That's what our community's for, is normal people who just want to have fun playing games and not have to deal with the crazy people in the world and all their crazy ideas. Too bad we got rid of most of our ice. Wait, did I get a bunch back? Wait, no, it's just all sitting everywhere because I don't have any inventory space. There's the dirt in here. Yeah, but I know my nephews, I'm hoping someday will be able to join us once they're a little older. Hope make my content so it's suitable for them. And so yeah, it's all based on. We're basically here. If we could, we would not me necessarily specifically. I don't think that to me it's not a single person's sort of, I don't know, endeavor, I guess you could say. It takes more than just me to pull it off, but we collectively, I think, as a community, as Nerds Templar, I feel like we could be like a Christian or traditional based, like a Mr. Beast. It'd be a lot smaller, obviously. Well, I'm not talking about we're not going to be selling out or anything, but as a joke, but But you know what I mean. Like we like to do all that kind of stuff and to be at least like relatively speaking within our sphere, um, appropriately sized because what we would really like to do is those types of big events like those that would be so fun to do here on the channel. I think a lot of people agree with that. And again, to usually to do those types of events, you do not always, not always. It's not if you're in a bigger one like we're going straight like Mr. Beast event now. That's a different story. He doesn't really he's just getting like anybody who he can get in a sense. Anyone big enough, basically, he'll get. Although again, we would be probably even for him, we're probably our channel that is our community too controversial because we believe in traditional values. That in itself is so controversial in the online sphere that yeah, there's just not really a place for people like us, and that's what we strive to be, what we are striving to be. Look at all these massive fish. They're huge. They're just having a party. Oh, all the ice despawn. That's kind of unfortunate. But yeah, anyone who joins us, and we're gonna do something cool, definitely. Or like probably like all sorts of we'll probably have like a first maybe even like a first 10, first 100, first 1000 like tags and things probably in like the Discord and all sorts of stuff for the community for members who actually been around, and believed in the project, I suppose, enough. All these guys who've been hanging out here in the Minecraft, and even before Minecraft, the guys who are still hanging out in the Discord. And anyone new who comes, we're still we're pretty new ourselves. It takes a bit to get off, to really take off, and on YouTube in general. Unless you already have like some backing or whatever, but we don't have anything like that. We are grassroots over here. But yeah, so and not only that, of course, we're very niche, obviously, very boutique audience, catered to a very specific audience, and so it does mean it's going to be a lot slower growth, but at the same time, it's a lot more profound. It's a lot more meaningful whenever the growth happens. It tends to stick a lot more whenever you get someone who's actually wants to invest any sort of time. It ends up being somebody who's gonna be a very big benefit to the community in general. And again, it's just a matter of time. It's a snowball effect. It's only a matter of time until things always pick up more and more, and then eventually we'll take on. How long will that take? Who knows? Hopefully not too long. God willing, it's all in his hands, the way I put it. If it's his will, it will succeed. Oh, sorry, what? Which guy? Oh, yeah. Exactly. Sword? Yeah. Kind of, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I love his stuff because I love that idea. I would love to do those, in fact. Exactly that. We don't have that many members yet, but we could even do smaller ones than that. I want to do events from small events like more Mr. Beast even you could say, or like mini game related events where you do a lot of games and then you tally up a score or whatever. But I also want to do massive events like that. I want to do big even like the big civilization type events. Hunger Games, yes, but also the big civilization type that are like almost season events because they'd be so long. They'd actually like take several days, be it a full new SMP basically. You know what I mean? Like those who does it? Who does this? I know Ish is one of the big ones that I've watched. I can't remember the other one that I've watched in the past that does those. But those always really got me. Ish was the first one I watched that kind of got me interested in doing those big civilization events. So yeah, if you would be interested in that kind of stuff, absolutely join. Because we would love to have more players, more great players for stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. Like Ish. Exactly. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, you don't have to worry too much about joining the well, as far as community goes, you don't have to join the like streaming or YouTube community. As far as that goes, it's actually just we only just got our first other YouTuber streamer content creator Pundy over here. So definitely go follow him as well. Go give him a sub. He was live last night. We're gonna hopefully do not just some collab, but hopefully myself will just be able to get some more videos out soon, doing some fun different things. Maybe not even well, not always in Monkraft. Definitely not always in Monkraft. As we have, I still have to finish my hardcore thing. But yeah, actually, the main thing of the main goal of all of this was to build a community where we could do that fun, awesome event stuff. Yeah, that's exactly what we want to do, and we're growing. We're definitely growing. I mean, I I obviously can remember a time where there was nobody else really hanging out. I mean, people maybe come and going, but even then, you know, I knew Ben was around because he was here before Minecraft started. He was one of my regular members on the channel. So then, as soon as Minecraft, he's a Minecrafter as well, and he's been with me ever since. KG, Snub, right off the bat, we're here. They've been here ever since whenever we started the world, started the server, started the SMP. But yeah, as you can, I guess, you know, especially if you can get in the Discord, because that's the easiest way to communicate. You don't necessarily have to be, but it is the easiest for getting the info and whatever. But yeah, you can either and or join. You can join us in Monkraft and or join us in all the other event stuff too. But that we haven't quite gotten started with yet. We've done a few in the past. But I am kind of waiting for us to grow a little bit more here. And hopefully we will. I have some plans. We have some plans. We've discussed a little bit about some potential, challenge, collaboration challenge, Pundy, me, maybe even getting Ben involved if he wants to, if he has the time. Or anybody else, maybe KG, whoever feels like perhaps joining. I think this is the way we want to go. And of course, we have all our other players as well. There's Bob, Cactus, and Bob, the other brother duo. Cactus hasn't been on in a while because he's got schoolwork to do. Hopefully, that's what he's doing. Well, right now, I'm sure he's enjoying his Easter break. Well, I guess that's over. Or he's hard at work now. Half expected to see him today, Cactus. Pretty good builder. Nice, nice. We have a lot of really good builders. You would fit right in then. I'd love to see what you got. We have a lot of places like at spawn here, right here specifically is one of them, where we have other players building. This stuff's mine, but that's Pundy's. He did that on stream. Ben started that, but he's kind of just been AFK ever since. Atomic did that just to troll, but it looks so good. Atomic may have the best build on the server right now. It's always hard for me. I have a really hard time choosing the best of anything like that, but it is pretty epic. Probably maybe the most time sunk into it so far, and the craziest materials. That's probably what would make it number one. In fact, we should just go check it out at some point today because it's so epic, and it is right over here. Actually, it's like right over here. Probably gonna be off a little bit, but I think it's like right this direction. Pundy's also this direction. There's another village right there. Huh. Not the one. That is not. Can't be the one we're going to. Is that the one that's next to the amethyst pillar? Perhaps. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so Pundy's is like right here. Let's see water. If I didn't have like 12 chunks render distance. No, Pundy's water should be here. The actual bay. There it is. Then right over here should be Atomic's place. Other village. It's like a taiga on the edge of an oak forest. Cool. Just stick to the coast. I think we'll see it. Might be right here actually. Yep, I think so. Maybe. There it is. Get a better view. Oh man, this place is crazy. Can't render it all in. Boom, there it is. Oh, you got some crazy structure going on the outside now too. What is that? Is that What is that? I have no idea. It's looking so good. Built his own trees. All that copper, all that brick. He picked like some of the hardest, most expensive materials to get. All this mud. So good, so good. He's not here. He's not on right now. I don't. This has to be some kind of farm in the making, right? So got blocks in here. So yeah, I would say he's in the process of building it. What could it be? Don't know, but I wonder if that's what he plans on doing with all these little plots, is putting some like actual farms in, useful farms, little things, not like mob farms and stuff, which are all obviously useful, but you know what I mean. Um, were you what? Hello? Were you borrowing from these guys, or what in the world? Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, I'm going to turn hitboxes off too. I'm done with that. Okay, that's Atomics. It looks amazing. Enough said, I think. Let's check out Pundy's real quick too, because why not? We're over here, so. Thank you, Dolphin. My man. I feel like this should count towards swimming, right? Blocks swum, even when you're riptiding through them. Surely it does. What else would it be? So yeah, this if you're gonna go with the Mariner Elytra, I feel like this is one of the best ways to do it. This in boating on ice. Yeah, we got a full for I don't know, if you're a builder, you probably enjoyed something like this. We're gonna have a like an Elytra skill system where you can unlock cool looking Elytra. They don't have effects or abilities or anything like that, but you can unlock some cool Elytra if you what is this? Nice little village right on the coast. Yeah, you can unlock cool Elytra that don't have anything. It's just a flex, just with an extra texture a texture on top of it, your Elytra, that shows everyone what you've done. Oh, nice way to approach Bundy's base. The thumbnail stole his build for it, but I think it's I think you would agree it was okay to do so. There's his actual base. Amazing. His actual base, I guess, there. Dark Tower. Turtle boating. One of the most important in its own way. You see, those turtles are just lined up waiting to participate. They just can't wait to be the turtles in turtle boating. They want to join Sheldon and Shelby and Sheldana and Turtle. Got some ruins over here. This is like a ruined harbor, actually. It's really awesome. Ruined house and such. More turtles. They're just everywhere. Yeah, but you know what? We are working. That one's for Ben to get. I hope he's still trying to get that. We made it a little easier by including both the boat and the swimming distance together. I think it's 1 million blocks, which is a lot, but look at this. Where is it? Swum? Oh, that's not much. How do we only have 19 kilometers swum? That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. That's not much. Only just about 10 in boat. Not much, but yeah, maybe we'll reduce those. That's one of the last things we have to do is come up with the exact numbers for everything. In fact, after I get the mod working for the Java side, yeah, we will. That'll be the only thing left to do, is to input the requirements in order to unlock the things. But if I would do this, if I do Elytra I'm sorry, skill elytra. Skill elytra. Give. I could give something. I could give any of them to myself. It just doesn't have a texture yet. And yeah, it doesn't have an actual unlock thing, auto unlock thing. It would just be given at the moment. But yeah, that's the last thing to add. The textures are done. I just need to make the thing work. Favorite blocks are spruce logs, stone bricks, spruce planks, oak leaves. Okay, okay, lanterns, and that's about it. Nice. That's basically what I build with. Awesome. The Discord is in the description. The link should be there. Hopefully, there's somebody in there to give you a member status. And we're back. Oh, hello? There we go. I thought I was pressing that. Yes, smiley face equally as good as the axolotl in a bucket. I feel like they're detail wise, skill wise, it's all very equal there for sure. I did some nether messing around in the nether yesterday so we could get some extra quartz for building here on Bundy's stream. Cactus, what's up? Atomic, what's up? Happy Easter, Cactus. I believe this is the first time I've seen you since Sunday. What do we have going on here? Well, right now I've been working on this. Waiting for this thing to freeze. I don't know how long it takes for ice to freeze. Apparently a long time. Making a rich person ice boat path at the moment. It'll be ice, and then they'll kind of just be barriered by the other ice. I thought it'd look cooler than just like building up here like this. We had it down there and indented in the ice the whole way. It'll actually go to a lot of really important structures. There's a trial chamber right over there, which is what we're kind of going toward right now. Also a village that we'll probably build up just because why not? There's villagers still there and it's in spawn area. Over that way is the way to get to the end portal, and also the nether roof portal is over there as well. So there is a ton of stuff that this ice boat path for these rich people will go to. And also, again, like I said, we have this really awesome pixel art that went up. And then we also have this one that went up, but I mean, like that one's a lot better, probably, but this one's kind of cool too. And yeah, I don't know if you've seen any of this cactus. We've got this. This is the rich person area. This is just a square town center sort of thing. We're gonna have a path, up there and more over there. You knew we were gonna do this here. I know that you've been in streams where we talked about using this, but now we finally are. And even with all these massive builds going up already, we barely even scraped the surface, right? We have all of this open spot here. We still have all of the wooded area over here. We can still use all of this. We're going to make a path coming through still. And it's going to go basically, I would say, probably up to right about here. Because there's the grand stairs redone by Ben recently. Ben's kind of closed off his mansion here a little bit with cobblestone. His favorite building block. That's Ben's favorite building block. That and water. And then, of course, Pundy built that on his stream last night. He built the Red King's Tower. Aptly named, I would say. If you're in the Discord, you know. And then Ben's building another mansion up there. And this is just the mayor's quarters. The mayor of Richville. I don't know. This place doesn't have a name yet, but once it has a name, the mayor is gonna be in here. Once it has a name and a mayor and a governing system, but it's only part of Spawn City, right? It's a village in Spawn City, but the rich people need their own mayor. I feel it's also a pretty awesome house. All right, man. Jabaz, I hope I'm saying that right. Thanks for joining. Good night to you, sir, or good morning to you almost. Right? Pretty late for you. Gotta be pretty late. You guys are on, I believe, on the other side of the world, I think, what year is what Son of Our said. Again, I hope I'm getting those names right. But yeah, I appreciate you both joining and subbing and liking and chilling with us, and possibly also then join the Discord. The second brother duo, Cactus. The second brother duo. But they're twins. Put that away. Give ourselves a little bit of room here. Oh, here. Australia. Okay, yeah, cool, cool. Shabazz, like without any kind of vowel between the sh and the b. Okay, okay. Nice, thank you. I like to pronounce people's names the right way. And if I do not, I'm sorry. I'll work on it. Sonover and Shabazz, is that right? I think I had his name right the last time when he was here, but what is that? And oh, so just a randomly. Let's get the well, let's pick that ice up. We need that ice. That's all that's left, probably. Yeah, we waited too long. Firefish. I didn't mean to. Alright, cool. Good night. Thanks for chilling. Might see you tomorrow. Sounds good, man. Good enough. Okay. I'll work on it. I'll work on it. Alright, is this the, yeah, this is the hill we just got out. Got this out as well. You would have been Cactus. This is a new, partially Pundy inspired soundtrack playlist. New beats, 8-bit bop is what I called it, for lack of a better name. But it's fitting. Actually, I have some more of this. I'm gonna that I made a while back. I'm gonna add to the list, but this is all new stuff. Get on a word essay. Good luck to you, man. What can you tell us about the Palace of Versailles? Why did you pick that as your did you pick it as your essay topic, or is that specifically what you needed to do the essay on? It was very specific, I feel. So. Meaning it seems like something you would have picked yourself. Oh, but why is this ice? Oh, is it because there's like a land right below it, so it is immediately freezing? That's useful. We need all of it to freeze. Not quite yet, but we do have some ideas. I mean, we collab in a sense, but collab means that we would both be streaming at the same time, which means people would have to choose who they're watching. But when Pundy streams, I'm always hanging out with him, so at least I try to, if I'm around. If I'm not around, I guess I can't. But last night on his stream, yeah, I hung out with him all stream last stream. He is currently like half AFK, so yeah, he would be doing the same if he could. But if he could do the same, then he would probably also be streaming more often. I would imagine the reason he doesn't stream more is just because he doesn't have the time to do so, which means he won't also have the time most of the time to to hang out with me during my streams, but that's okay. We get the partial collabs in whenever he's streaming. That's my goal, at least. I think we yeah. Let's just put our ice in here. But yeah, I agree. I actually have an idea for, and I gave him the idea. We talked about it last night after his stream. I think he's down. I think, well, yeah, definitely, because we were it was a basic idea, and then we were kind of brainstorming together on it. Might also involve Ben. We'll see if he wants to or can join us for it. I think a three-person would be pretty good though for our purposes. I won't say too much about it. I'll let you guys figure it out whenever it's time, whenever it actually happens. It's gonna be a video. It's not Monkraft related, but yeah, whenever, yeah, that'll be a thing. Hopefully soonish. I would say, Fundy, I don't even know if you're here, but if you are here, Fundy, or when you are here, maybe I'll remember to say it again. I would probably, if we're gonna like record it, which I imagine we would, we could stream. I mean, I don't know, we could stream it as well. I don't really mind either way. That would be up to you, I suppose, since I don't mind either way. But yeah, video would work too. I would probably make a video out of it. See, that's like kind of the way that I've been trying to do things. We sort of are off track on that right now. It's not really off track, but we haven't been doing that recently only because I've been working on more technical side of things, trying to get the skill elytra thing out. So close to happening. I thought I'd have it this week, but not quite. Not quite. I mean, not quite for the beginning of the week, but this week I might still have it done, like some point this week. I hope that'd be nice. But yeah, so since I've been doing that, I haven't been doing as much of the different projects, different video projects I have in mind and have already started. But we will be getting on with those. And yes, including the collabs. More than just this collab, of course. That's the easiest way to do collabs is just to do videos together. I think that'd be the funnest, the best way probably to do it as well, because that's going to be a good way to just do one-off things, one-off fun stuff together that we can then put out videos and hopefully draw some new faces to the channel. Monkraft streams are always good for like the players who have already been around, and obviously there's you always have the potential for new players, new people to join no matter what you're doing. But this is always better content for players who are kind of know what's going on, the longer term viewers and again players of Monkraft themselves and things, which is great. But yeah, I do think I would like to get back to that as soon as I can. Get back to doing more video content as well, so we can draw more of those new players in by watching fun videos. Of course, it also helps whenever those fun videos take place in Monkraft, right? So then they can see Monkraft in action, even in just short spurts of like an event or something. Monkraft Olympics, you know. This could also be. I mean, I don't see why we couldn't use this also for a track. You know, that was sort of my thinking. Let's just do a track and also the thing that the rich people would use to get around if they wanted. I think the track would just we'll just have a way to differentiate, or whenever it's time to race, we will probably just like block off one way, not with not with ice, but or not with dirt either. Something actually nice looking, but would just be like this is not the way of the track. It would be if you would go this way, and that way, well, also we'll already have it because that's the way to the end portal. And I think that's the way we'll have the track go as well for racing. How about that? I think that'll work pretty well. 313 subs. Yeah, as I was mentioning earlier to those guys, really glad they joined. But as always, as you know, slower growth, but it's pretty sustained because the players that, especially the players that are gonna, that feel like this place is for them because of the type of the quality of person we're looking for, right? The quality of person that would just be interested in joining our community in general. Um, while it might be a small or hard to find audience, they're very loyal, right? So that kind of gives us our own advantages, even if it's slower growth. It's very, as I said to them, it's profound um, and it's long lasting. And you guys are the proof of that, and also make all of this happen. So thank you. All you guys, all you long-term viewers and community members in general, right? You're much more than just viewers. You are temple nerds, whether you like the term or not. That's what you are. You are what you eat, as they say. That definitely applies here. Yeah, but Bundy's stream last night was pretty good. Always good to go back and watch any Monkraft streams from Nerds Templar, obviously, but Bundy's also now gets you some extra content in there. Mega Monkraft Mondays, basically, the double Monkraft streams. And yes, we ran out of 8-bit music. We've come to the what is this? Come to the end of the 8-bit soundtrack. That is a very large hole that just continues downward for eternity, probably. I would imagine how far that goes. Eternity is a distance. Oh, that is unfortunate for you, sir. Wow, that couldn't have been any worse time for that squid. Watch it happen again and he dies. That would just be very unfortunate. That'd be the worst for him, at least. And wait, what is happening? Sucking me down to the bottom of the earth. Yeah, there's a cave. There's a cave right behind that mayor's house over there. It goes the entire way from the top of the mountain, well, side of the mountain, which is what, like Y 100, the entire way down to Y negative 45. It's a pretty crazy hole, cave hole. It's pretty much just a hole. We need some of this ice here. Let me turn. I think we're gonna go with some jazz beats now. We're in the narrows. In the narrows, we're gonna make the narrows as wide as we can, though. Pretty much just one piece of ice on the edges. I'd like to keep the whole thing at least 3, probably 5 would be nice, though. I mean, you want to have it like relatively large. They're not trying to race all the time on here, you know what I mean? This isn't even the racetrack anyway. Maybe the rich people will also let normal people use their ice path. I don't know. That's we'll see how they we'll see if they complain a lot about out of towners on the ice path all the time or something. You never know with rich people. It all depends if they're if they're magnanimous or not. Really, I don't know why we're doing this part. We shouldn't have to do this, right? This should be the natural part that happens. All right, we're gonna put some jazz beats on, and let's just cut our way the rest of the way here. We're pretty much there. Oh, we are there. Yeah, this is it. Oh, I like how it like the first thing you get to is this pen, this empty pen. I don't know if there's enough room here. Take this row out. Ice this. Drop this. Work. Oh man. I really pick it all up with all these squids. Just asking for it. Yeah, I guess I did. Oh, there it is. That should be enough. Maybe. Just barely. Oh, do it. If this wasn't, yeah, that has to be. Oh, it's netherrack. Okay, that makes more sense. I don't know why there would be dirt so far out there. Okay. Well, in that case, then we can just take it out. Oh, thing again where it replaces the my pick a block always replaces my 7 key, which are my rockets, which could be. Oh, I also don't have any rockets right now. So is that true? Yes. Okay. Still need all this ice for the nether rail as well. Just finish while we're here. At least with this part. It's basically where it'll go. It's like, yeah, this is great. Love it. You're not a whale, sir. We're gonna have to probably extend this a little more. Maybe we just do this. Might be enough. Sorry about that. Phone buzzing on the table. All right, might do it. Okay, get some new music on. Some other music, that is. Something. Here we go. Maybe we switch our electro too. Actually, give me a second. I just realized I'm fully out of coffee. Oh, Sydney is right up against the chair, huh, puppy dog? I wake you up. Cactus gonna go for now. All right, man. Maybe catch you in a bit. I might work. I'm probably not gonna work any on this because I think if I would do any like real like building today, it might be on the tower up there. My tower really needs some work, I would say. Also, I need to get up here, and I don't have any rockets. There we go. Got my replenish my ink sac dash. Mangrove logs if needed. I think there's still a tree over there too, right? Yeah, that one. I think that one's done. Must not be because it's still there. There must be a log left inside. Rip. much random stuff. Yeah, I may, if anything, later, I might do a little bit with this place. It needs a lot of work. Everything else is getting work. New stuff is coming up, but that place is still, yeah, pretty bad. So we need to do something with it. I might do like I'm thinking of doing like some kind of glass canopy looking thing for the top of this, but I don't think I'm gonna actually have it go right up against these parts that come down diagonally. I think I'm gonna have it like go over almost like over top of them. You know what I mean? Like this. So there's gonna be like a space in between, but it'll almost look like an umbrella. An umbrella going like over top of the more vertical arch. You know, it's gonna be more obtuse of an angle, you could say, I suppose. If it looks good, we'll find out. It's gonna also be a lot of glass, which I do not have right now. On me, at least. I have a bunch of sand, but we would have to go get it. Which could also be something we do. It is just at Bend City is easy enough to get to. You could always just go get it. I just realized you can't go through the last scaffolding when it's like this. Nice, that's good to know. That ice path is also going to look pretty cool once it's done, I think. Once it's actually frozen in. Yeah, it actually looks even, I guess. Go be safe somewhere. I took out all the safe, the goofy AFK closets and stuff in here. Everything is normal now, but that means that I'll probably pick a bad spot. And Creeper will probably spawn in somewhere and find his way down to me and blow me up. And blow up the house as well. But yeah, and I put these little lanterns in the corners. I thought that looked kind of nice. They could even go, could even come on the inside. You know, could this could come in here. Lantern would hang down right there then. Might look better, I'm not sure. Great, it's snowing. Great, that's what we all wanted. Snow, more snow. Does look really nice though. Yeah, that's Monkraft for you. Join our forever world. Come hang out. This is definitely a safe place. As long as no rip. As long as no one knocked out any random torches randomly. As long as I don't hurt myself in the process of getting in like this. Try to do it fast, but I guess that's making it even slower. Wow, look at all this nether wart. Oh. I was hoping we could stop the snow. Looks like it's getting dark, right? Nice. Just getting rich real quick in the kingdom. Again, that's one of our plugins there, the Kingdoms X plugin that allows us to get PvP claims for a kingdom, for a team, make teams, make alliances as well. Again, get those PvP claims, which is the way you get like team money, which is the way you can then get more real money. It's a one-to-one conversion. You can do if you're a king like me, you can do KRP resource points. RP works as well. Converter, deposit, transfer, withdraw. Just withdraw or deposit works. So we could withdraw that 10,000. Say we want to withdraw that 10,000, and we want to give 3,000 of it to our three other kingdom members. So that would be 9,000 total. 3,000 to each of them. that just gave me 10,000 to my own money. So if I would do slash bow, I am also, by the way, if I do slash bow top, check this out, guys. I'm number one now. Sorry, Ben. I passed you up. And I'm still going to be past you, I believe, even after I pay you. Pay Ben E. Awesome. 3,000 confirmed. I should probably get rid of that confirm thing so I don't have to do that every time, but whatever. Pay. See? 3,000. My other teammate. And my other third teammate. Pay. AG bills. 3,000. Confirm. Boom. Now they've all been paid. I don't know if this will actually update yet, but no, it didn't update just yet. I think that's the same. Yeah. But what did I just lose? I just went down to 144, and he just went up to 142. I'm just barely above. And KG owes me for all the logs. I think I'm only making him pay. I think he's paying me 2,500 for all of them total. I think it was 500 a stack, which is probably a little cheap. It should probably be 1,000 a stack. He'll probably end up giving me that anyway. So, how is it not nighttime yet? Stop snowing everywhere. Oh, Angela's time though. By the way, you heard the alarm go off. Let's do that before we go. Perfect timing. I kept myself here, and good thing I did. Angela's time. Also, pause the music real quick. All right, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. The angel of the Lord declared unto Mary, and she conceived of the Holy Spirit. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Behold the handmaid of the Lord, be it done unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Pray for us, O Holy Mother of God, that we may be made worthy of the promises of Christ. Let us pray. Pour forth, we beseech thee, O Lord, thy grace into our hearts, that we, to whom the incarnation of Christ, thy Son, was made known by the message of an angel, may by his passion and cross be brought to the glory of his resurrection, through the same Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Right. I will now be right back as well. It is dark out for sure now, though. Sleep. Now time to get coffee. What up, what up, what up? Welcome back. Break's over. Get back to work. Oh, is the moon coming up? The sun just went down? No, wait. Wow, we can just already see the moon. That's crazy. Ooh, look at that. Sydney's gonna grace you with her presence. The camera is still in the sort of the right position. Look at her. Look at her craning her neck. She thinks she's about to get something. She is crazy. Everything's about her getting food in her mind. Where did we just go? Where did we come from and where did we go? What is this? It's just a little tree that looks like a cross. I think we've seen that tree before and pointed it out as well. The same way. There it is. Okay. I cannot. You just can't unsee it. It's impossible to unsee. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Oh, what a flight. What a glide. Alright. I am going to actually try to do the ice path. I kind of wish I was. You know what? We are probably close enough to still simulate at least the beginning part of it. I wonder if any of it froze. Or are we going to have to, like, do it all ourselves? It's kind of annoying. Wait, what do I see there? Or is it gonna will it build like off of itself? You know what I mean? Like if there's a patch, will it just start forming from a patch? Also, it should be if our suspicions are correct, then it should form off of this block because it's just one layer of water. So I think that's how it works. If nothing else, it works like that. And hopefully if that happens, then eventually it'll start building off of those pieces of ice to just cover the deeper stuff. Because like again, how else other than it being just generated that way, but how else would like an entire stream like this get covered and remain covered? But I guess maybe well in that case then what? So what are you saying then if that's the case, then if we would break all of these, now we'll find out. Maybe if the lights are cut. Well, okay, that's all the Sydney you get apparently. Okay, okay, okay. Go ahead. Move out of the way for the princess. Go on. For some reason prefers the less cushioned blankets on the floor. Whatever. I don't know if it's that or if she, of course, just likes to cuddle and be closer. I mean, I know she likes to cuddle, but it could be the reason that she goes under here more than on the cushion. Does this actually fill in with water if we do it? Nice, nice. You know, so yeah, if the sides are heated or lit so that no ice can grow there, form there, I guess, not grow. Then if we take out all the deeper, where it is over deeper stuff, does it stay unfrozen? Huh. Minecraft science question for you all. Science experiment for us, I suppose we'll find out, eh? And then there's that, yeah. What? Where's that go? Okay. I'm good on that. That's exploring for another day. Speaking of, I found something pretty cool during Pundy's stream. I think I might as well show you guys. I can't believe it was here the whole time and I never saw it. Someone did. Someone knew about this. You'll see what I mean. This away. Make a little bit more room here real quick. I don't think we need the space, but just because. Yeah, alright. Also, yeah, hold on. Use that one, I think, Dave. Let's go the regular way. We need to go to this side anyway. I don't know, this might not be the faster way. Now it might actually be the other way. Maybe. Maybe not. That was a pretty good flight, so can't really count that one. I went to the geode here to get Pundy some amethyst. And which I barely got any of. I did like a few pieces out here, and then that was it. They didn't just regrow, although yeah, none of this has really regrown yet that I did. Then I just continued down this direction and realized that there's like an entire thing over here. Look at this. Place just never ceases to amaze, you know? It's just no matter where you go, it's more massive cave. Huge. It just went the whole way back in. And yeah, it just goes on the whole way down. For more craziness. As you can see. So before we get into too much of that craziness ourselves, let's get out. And there's one other thing that was down here that I'm like, dang, that's something that I kind of wish I knew about this whole time. Oh, hold on. We went too far. Hold on. We went too far. That's where it is, though. That's how close it is. We literally just flew straight out and, where was that hole? Back into the regular part. Here it is. Regular part of Slime Cave from here. Wait, where was the other? Was it just right here? Yeah. Yeah, it's literally right here. That's how close it is. I never really realized the geode was just open like that right there. But look at this. This is the best part. I did not do this. I don't know who did this, but there is a zombie mob spawner right there. Right underneath spawn. Still existing. Crazy. So, you know, it's just a zombie mob spawner. It's not like it's too crazy, but still. You could definitely set that up, you know what I mean? Here. Come here, you. Okay, before you kill me. Oh, your dad got here somehow. Get out of here. Oh, want that. Hold on. Hold on, I need that. I never have any. Well, I do, but usually because I steal other people's. What are you even trying to do? I'm right here. He just was he just confused where he was after he fell? Like, wait, I should not be on this block. I'm supposed to be on a different block. And also, what is the way out? Got in here. Look at those guys. I got in here easy enough, but where was it? Was it not just right here? Oh, wait. We just like crawl through a thing and oh, it's right here, yeah. Just crawl through a thing. There it is. Thing we crawl through. But yeah, amethyst geode. Crazy cave, zombie mob spawner. Who would have thought? Right below the amethyst geode, zombie mob spawner, right there. So let's set that up, guys. I would say somebody can do it. If not, I will do it at some point. I mean, we could technically do that. It'd be part of our industry. I don't really know how to do it, to be honest. Though I know you want to clear it out, and then you want to have like water streams. As much as I know, though, definitely do that. While speaking of builds that we haven't worked on in a while, Slime Cave itself. Really, we haven't done anything with this place ever since moving back in with it. Do it. Forgetting how grammar works. The English language. Why is this here though? If we could make an easy way in, maybe right over here, because it's like right below me, right? Like right down here. I mean, I guess that's the easy way down, kind of. Make it to the left. Also, make this a lot safer than it is. Maybe we just block this a little bit, maybe, perhaps. Well, for now, all we have to do is this. Pretty sure. Yeah. Alright, that should be safe enough. Torch right here. I don't have full bright on right now, so we're seeing, as you can tell whenever I open up the zombie spawner, we're seeing regular brightness levels right now. That's that, but there's these guys. You the one that took damage? Apparently not. I do have some torches right now, though. Don't. Oh, never mind. I used them all in that massive cave. Is there coal or anywhere around here? Why would there be? Pretty deep, though, yeah. I guess maybe that would be a reason. Okay, I guess we just close it for now again. Need any of this open. All we need is this, and probably that. So let's close it right here. Nice, nice. All right. Make this an actual staircase. This thing's going to come out right here, I would say. Make it over here. Ah. Because this was initially going to be like Nerd's Templar throne in Slime Cave. Boom, right here. I don't know why I didn't make it a nicer staircase. But yeah, basically just like that. Because, I mean, come on. The name of this geode, it was always just right here. Down below Spawn Cave. I can look out in the distance and see my zombie spawner now. Like some amethyst was taken from here, perhaps. That could be replaced. Easy enough. Fact. Grab like a stack of this stuff real quick. Is this just 4 to make this into an amethyst? Amethyst into an amethyst block. I think it's actually 9. Never mind. Completely 4 as usual. The room here for one thing. Oh yeah, I got already got a stack. Crazy. It's crazy how fast you get this stuff. It's fully grown at least, I guess. That does help, it being fully grown. Put it in the right place. Oh, this is sketchy. I don't want all that going on back there, right behind the throne area. There we go. Those guys, yeah, we're gonna get to clear that in a second, I guess. No. Oh, cool. Even better. That's all regular amethyst. I will maybe at some point, maybe. There's no real reason to, I suppose. Maybe for like this one. We're gonna open up as many sides of these as we can. There's one underneath Bend City as well that's like completely open. All the budding geodes. That's actually I think all that's left there. So when you go in, it's just the every single side of it is completely done. Pretty cool because it's right under Ben's, so it is usually done. You ever need a ton of amethyst, I guess. Pick a block out of these and then call it, I suppose. That's all we had laying, right? Not wasting any? Okay. Is out of there. It has to be here, though. That's fine, that's fine. Let's do this then. Oh yeah, let's just go this way, yeah. Make it straight just right here. Kind of be better if it was here. Maybe. You know what? Okay. There's just one more this way, then it'll work out a lot better, I think. That. Of course, shouldn't goes around. Oh, that's okay. I meant to do that. Okay. See? Meant to do that. I have to take that out, I guess. Guess that won't quite work, so we'll do it this way. The easiest way. Okay. Okay. Does that block anything? No. Doesn't get blocked there. We'll leave it like that though. That's fine. Okay. Right to the spawner. And watch out for any babies. Yeah, there's got to be at least one in there. Come on. Hey. Thank you. How are you even? What? The cheater? Now what are you gonna do? Someone uses this. Huh. interesting. You know? Been there all along. Blocked up, because I did not block it up like that to begin with. Someone else did that. Some other point. Alright, out we go. We didn't really do the thing, but we did open it up. Clear rounded enough that we can get in there to actually do something with it. Open it up to the public use. All this garbage in here, pretty much. Oh, pervert block. See? I don't have that much lapis. I haven't done much enchanting recently, though, so. I need to do a lot more, though. I also need all this cane. Go this way so we can get the other stuff, too. Nice. A lot safer than trying to rocket your way up. Yeah, we need to do some stuff. I don't think this is a stream thing here though. I'm just kind of messing with that as I go. But I'll fix that soon. Go. Not bad. And all of Spawn City, the Monkraft Kingdom coming together. You look back, even like a month, we've built so much. Not just like the stuff we actively get together to build, like for a stream or whatever, for a big project. But even just like that pops up, the cane, just things get repaired here and there. Little things get added that actually end up being like very important. I don't know. Just grows and grows, you know? Speaking of. I actually use this as an AFK spot, especially if I go AFK and I know someone's at a mob farm, so I don't reduce their rates, I will go up here and AFK, but I guess I'm going to get rid of it now, so. The end of that. I usually don't do that, though. I've done it a few times. Most of the time I'm AFKing somewhere myself. On its last back now though. Clean this thing up. I am gonna bring it the whole way up to build height though. This actual build. Without a mob farm on top of it, because it doesn't need it. Especially not with the zombie spawner now below. I have that plus the actual mob farm, which is just over there, and it has a rail that goes to it. That's not the rail over there, but there is a rail. That's just the old sky bridge that you see over there in the east, sticking out. AG told me he won't be able to join us. His Gmail is acting up today, that is. Today, which is actually tomorrow for him right now. Just like that, the glass tube is gone. Gonna look a lot less ugly on top of the tower now. But yeah, I mean, we could do some actual work on the tower. That was the other part of today, I think. Other than, doing some actual industry, which we really didn't do. I was gonna do the mob farm itself, but I don't know. I feel like doing a little bit, finding the zombie spawner, that helps. I didn't really find it, but showing you that I found it and then kind of working on it a little bit just to make it look more, or just to make it actually more accessible, not just to look more accessible, but in fact more accessible. So we can actually make a farm out of it. Proper, not a farm, you know what I mean? Zombie spawner farm, whatever. I don't know what do you call that? Just to make a spawner out of it, make a real spawner area. That rotten flesh farm. We do have the clerics here. Probably expand that. I don't see why we wouldn't. To get more clerics here, we should get. I wouldn't mind getting some tool guys here. I know Atomic said he was gonna sell tools. Perhaps that might be his trade, which is interesting because if he does that, I imagine that either he's going to do it through villagers or he's going to do it himself. So he's either going to do a lot of trading. So he's gonna, which a lot of people do, I guess, anyway. But he's gonna get the trader elytra probably pretty quickly because of that. Or if he actually does it himself, does the crafting of the tools and things himself, he would probably get the smith elytra, which might be one of the slightly harder ones to do because it's going to require like actually making things that require harder materials, diamond and netherite. Some netherite, mostly diamond stuff, will be the big requirement, but you will be required to craft a certain amount of all different armor types. And other than not just armor, I'm sorry, everything. So we could break it up a little bit, make it like a certain amount of diamond things, a certain amount of in that for all of them, iron, diamond, netherite, everything. Smithing table was also included, so we probably do a certain amount of netherite upgrades for the netherite. Because I mean, does anybody actually craft netherite things in a crafting table? You can do that, can't you? But I feel like that's not a smart thing to do. For one, you're using a lot more ingots that way, a ton more. A full new armor piece, I suppose you're not converting a diamond piece, but still, that seems so much more expensive. Plus, then you have to still enchant the thing, which is the hardest part, the most expensive part. Now, in Java, it seems like there's no maximum level that you can enchant at. Like, it seems like you can, no matter what the level requirement for the enchantment, for the anvil upgrade enchantment, that is. Like, I think I did a level 39 one before. I'm pretty sure it's capped at 30 on Bedrock, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know why that would be, though. It's weird. Why it's different. That's not something that needs to be different. But hey, there's a lot of things that don't need to be different, but they are. For whatever reason, Mojang, I don't know why you got to do this to us. There's so many cool little features in Bedrock that'd be great to have in Java. There's a ton more awesome features in Java that Bedrock should have. But yeah, for some reason, like I get some of it. Some of it's just a little less doable, but there's a lot that is not. Shouldn't be, at least, in my opinion. A little bit I know about things. I think it's just the way Bedrock's made, to be honest. Made for mobile, still running the same engine. Most of the problem, but of course, for some reason, then, oddly enough, you can somehow still do anything basically with Elytra. As far as changing like how it looks. I'm gonna make a chest here real quick so we don't drop all this stuff. So much glass and stuff. Don't want to waste it. Again. Just hit him with that. Hey, you got the retro loading screen song. If it sounded familiar, very familiar. I'm sure a lot of these songs, if you tune in often, a lot of these will sound familiar. We replay them, obviously. But this is our intro. Okay. Look at all that glass we just inherited. We need it. You know where we should put that glass now? On top of the town square at the rich people's place, like we said, right? Might have to be a different color though. What do you think? What do you think? Stop ignoring me. Put that away, put that away, put that away. That bad. Okay. All right, well that's partly what we needed to do up here. I mean, it makes it look a little nicer. We get all that glass back, which is cool, but oh yeah, we still have to take all this down. Yeah. Maybe somewhat, because this still is something we might keep. Although wait, this is the one that's supposed to turn into an entire. Yeah, this one's supposed to be the full elevator that goes up the entire way. Clearly not set up yet. This one just takes you up to the next floor. And there's supposed to be another one that goes up to the next floor and onward and upward. And this one's supposed to go the whole way. And there's supposed to be another thing that drops you. The drop should be like over here, I would imagine. Doesn't have to be big, actually. It could just be right here or something. Like right in front of it. Just drops you out right back here. Not the worst thing, actually. That might work. I do think we can use this glass right now, though. Welcome back, Bundy. There's the nighttime. I knew it was gonna. Let's just sleep over here, I guess. I do think I'm going to do something with these sides. Probably have a little bit more of an outer structure next stream. Next stream, I might actually do the final hardcore stream. Oh, well, at least for now. Hopefully getting to and defeating the dragon. That might be tomorrow, if not Thursday. I think one of those 2 days coming up, I think I'm going to finish that off. Tuesdays and Thursdays here, we usually stream a little shorter of a time, a little less, usually 3 hours. And then for Monday and Wednesday, we're usually always in the morning. For Monday through Thursday, we're here in the morning. And again, Tuesday, Thursday, about 3 hours. Monday and Wednesday, we can maybe even go for about 4 hours. That'll be tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every morning stream. And then Friday, we are here in the evening at 6 p.m. And then Saturday again at 10 a.m. Those streams can sometimes run about 5+ hours, so they're much longer form, more hangoutage. But yeah, tomorrow we will be here for a pretty decent one. We'll be here for a bit today. Let's see how we'll do this. Why are you so bad at the game? On target. Well, I was gonna say if I fall off again, I'm just gonna quit right now. I'm just gonna quit the game. I think what I'm gonna do is start here. Like I said, it needs to be like an umbrella, so we need to go farther out to begin. I guess there's a lot more string will get removed as well while we're doing this, see? I knew it was up here, I just didn't want to deal with it all. How we killing? So we surround this. Bundy said he just added a pack that does the smooth glass like this. Don't know if he's using the same one as we do. I have like 3 on here, but I only use 1 at a time. In fact, I shouldn't say that. There's one I think that just cleans up the glass. Hold on. Check this one out. Like the one we use is this one. I always use default connected textures. Bundy, again, if you're watching, it is a mod. The other one you wanted was the Shulker tooltips. That's a mod. It is Shulker tooltips is what I think it's called, right? Ultra box. Full tips, of course. Of course, I love apple skin. Can't get enough of that. Can't get enough of apple skin. Yeah. Glass pane calling is just, yeah, pretty much what we already have going on here with the default connected textures. I do believe, thought there was one, maybe not. Maybe I don't have it on anymore. Never mind. There's definitely something else there. All right, so this has to come out one more, I believe, like it does over there the whole way. So it's floating over top of that first part. One more here, yeah. The string is going to remain for now. And that should be good. We don't want it to be too square looking though. Or maybe messing with the corners just by themselves might help that. I don't know if that will work quite less. No, this is because we have to, that's the part where it's kind of hovering, so the most. You're gonna have to keep that going. Probably gonna have to keep that going. Square like that for now. Maybe we can make it less square as we go. But for now, it has to be kind of square at the very top. Okay. Shovel. Big as we. To work. That's some gold there. Okay, let's do this as well. Ah. I don't have it on me. Why would I? It's something I carry around. Like everything else in my shelf, in my e-chest. Shulker setup. Light this place up a little bit up here. Help with the snow. I think that's all right. Go away, snow. All right. Continue around like this. Might as well just go down after this one. I've got an idea. Doing like non-square things with glass is always a pain, I guess. No pun intended that time, Pundy, but this is not as bad when you always use Silk Touch. But with me, you never know when you're just going to change it randomly. I'm just going to change it randomly and stop using Silk Touch and forget. What if we did this? Here's the middle. Start small, maybe 3 like that. To try to round this thing out on each side. If I want to change out the glass for a different color, I'll probably do that at some point, but you know, it's here for now. Back Pundy, welcome back. What's up, what's up? Heard your name, huh? Heard the pun and you came. Game running. Yeah, yeah. That. Go down. Here. There you go. Get this string out of the way. I think right there, yeah. Rip. You need it anyway. You did kind of need it. Go down at least. You would. Get out of here. Take as long as possible. Yeah, definitely a different color would be cool, but what color is the question? That's the real question. I would just go around like this, right? Easy. Again, the goal is to kind of have it hovering over top. Are we going to get to that point? We are going to, I think, get there. Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't really look like it. Just looks like it's capped on it. Less cool, I think. I mean, it's still cool, but yeah, I was kind of trying to go for like a different arch design. I don't know. That's fine. Free glass, you know, basically free glass, so all right with it. I kind of didn't expect to do this today. But yeah, again, this is our I guess more fun building for today. Bundy, did you happen to see the mob spawner we found? Remember on your stream last night I found something I said I found something very interesting in Slime Cave? Well, I just showed what that was earlier. Mob spawner, zombie spawner. We need to make it. You need to make it like a actual thing. Should we just make this rounded right here? Now that I look at it. Need this piece of glass, please. No. That would maybe look better, and also go with the design also that we're doing. Yeah. Yeah. So we need to like. Oops. We need to like make that zombie spawner into a real thing, I suppose. Into a thing. I opened it up. I made it so it's accessible easily. You go down and you go to the amethyst geode. In fact, you can find it easily yourself if you know where the amethyst geode is. If you don't, well, I guess you're out of luck. That back now, yeah. Let's see. We have to make all of that into packed ice. We have a whole stack of packed ice. Nice. We need that for the nether. Not only to finish off the piece we've already started, but we also need to do an entire other piece so we can get a 2-wide lane for the boating. A boat down the ice in the nether. Seems a bit overkill, but hey, it's fine. It's fine. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I think it'll work. It'd definitely be a lot better if it was a different color than clear, though. But that's fine. I can get at least an idea of what it's going to look like. We got enough dyes. It's easy enough to just dye all that stuff real quick. Once I decide what colors I want to do, I might just stick with the red and the light blue. I don't hate that color combo for the rich place here, just because it is snowy. It is still Monkraft Nerds Templar. So I don't know. A chilled version looks pretty good. Did you notice anything different, by the way? Anything else different? But yeah, let me put on one more layer of this, I think. Let me show you Slime Cave real quick before I forget that. I take it back. Let me do this first before I forget. Then we'll actually probably be done with it. I think I just want one more layer. Done. Did I put all the glass away? Of course I did. Well, problem with not playing full screen. I think that's enough, right? That might be enough. No, no, no. Okay. In we come. Yeah. Yeah. That again. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Yeah, yeah. No, I get that. I get that. Thank you for being here. Moral support too. Well, if you're here right now, then you're gonna get to see it. Quite easy to get to now. Quite easy to find. Especially again, once you know where the amethyst geode is. Ooh, working on a couple bids. Interesting, interesting. Very nice. Now, yeah, I really need to do that myself. I really do. I really do. I always get bogged down in longer things than I'm planning on. But again, I was trying to do more streams that I could then turn into videos. So, yeah, it just kind of hasn't really happened as much yet. Look at that perfection. What is that? That's crazy. The exact amount of glass that we used for the mob farm that we were making on the tower, the spire up there, that we just took out. We replaced it down on this, and we used the exact same amount of glass. That is crazy. That is just crazy. But yeah, that's actually, I think that's what I wanted to go with. I think that's exactly what I want. Maybe more than that, possibly. I did kind of want it to like actually look like it was draped over, sort of. I think it does have to come out more, perhaps. One or two more. So, but yeah, it looks pretty good so far, at least. I guess it's not as perfect as I thought. It was perfect for as much as we did, if nothing else. I'll take it. All right, check this out, though. Especially if you're still here. Well, if you're not here, I guess you can't check it out. So only if you're here, check it out. If you're not here, then don't look. You go this way. You know where it is now, this part at least. You know the way here. Well, you know the way to the villagers, that's what matters. And the slime cave itself. That's not the way. But this is one of the other ways to the villagers. Oh, yeah, this way. Takes you out by the sugar cane. Crouch unders. Villager proofing. Out to slime cave proper. And of course up here or down there. You can go however, whatever direction you desire, of course. And over this way. You're lost, alright? What? Get out of here. Get out of here. You're not lost. Are you really? You don't know where these villagers are at spawn? Okay, hold on. Now we got it. Alright. Hold on. Spawn villagers. You know these guys? You do. You definitely know this place. You gotta know this place. Right? The big path out brings down into here. Zero base, as it's called. Yeah, okay, so yeah, zero base, yeah. The normal way, the first original way down here, yeah. That way I just went, yeah, that's a different direction, but it does bring you down into here. Yeah, that one's going to be more of a main entrance eventually. Because I want to make that whole front of the spawn area like the front of the kingdom. You know what I mean? So like those caves, those the one I just took, and probably another one that doesn't exist yet. I'll probably put them both in. But yeah, if you and also make them real nice, so they're actually more main entrances. But yeah, just come down into the crevice here to the geode, and I made it more accessible. You go down there, and there. This is how I found it. I found it like this last night. I fell down in here when I was getting amethyst, and I wandered in, and I realized there was this weird path that like took you down and into here, and like there's more slime cave down there. But then there was this, and I wondered what this was. Well, this is just in case there's baby zombies. It's a zombie spawner. You can't see it because it's so dark, but it's a zombie spawner. So yeah, we got it literally right here. Crazy, and it still exists, which is probably the crazier thing. So we're gonna use that. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Been right there the entire time, this whole time. Someone definitely knew because someone did all of that. Locked it up, that is. Let's go the other way again. Let's go this way. Same outlet, but this is the one we cut out. The residential area over here. This is the one we made on a recent stream. We were trying to find our way back out. Made it look pretty cool, as long as you can find it inside of this pillar on the other side of the arena we made also recently. All of that stuff in Slime Cave are all recent builds. Bubble elevator, zombie farm? Sure, sure, yeah. That sounds good. Yeah, anyone who wants to do whatever with that, more than welcome. Wait, we go this way. And now we're right back out here, where we went down to the villagers there. Come out this way. This is like going to be the main tunnel, the lower main tunnel. Comes out here. This will be actually made into a place that isn't just a ravine. And I do want to put one more entry, probably right around here somewhere. Maybe a little lower because it's kind of already up there a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know. Down here seems like a better spot. Starts cutting away from the mountain, at the mountain. Speaking of Moria, been many a plans for Moria-like builds in this place, in this world. Bob has, I guess, stopped with his. I don't know. Maybe he's still planning on doing it. He's just got his. Bob's hardware is just the facade of Moria. Bundy's got his Moria. Moria is just what you build whenever you're making a secret underground base, I guess, right? Gonna end up being massive. So really, our Moria is just going to be a kingdom in this giant mountain because was where we spawned in. So we used it. And I also do like mountain builds. I'm not gonna lie, they are some of my favorites. Some of the only ones I've done. I can't really say any of that kind of stuff my favorite. I like the variety. I like the variety. I don't have that much variety in actual build looks for the most part. I wish I did. I'm getting there maybe a little more and more. Although again, when I'm building everything at spawn, I do try to stick to a certain design for the entire area. You know what I mean? There's a whole area, it should look similar. But I do have a very cool, mysterious idea. It's probably, I might have to just maybe a whole video for it. Because I think I'm going to keep it a mystery until it's all done. I need a lot of materials for it though. It's going to take a bit. It's not like, I don't need super extravagant things, but it is going to take a good bit of what I need. You know, it's nothing like this. All right. Still not sure how this works. Right now, it's not looking great, though, is it? Almost looking like I might have to do it myself. I do not want to have to do that. I know I've seen it. It just takes a long time, I guess. Like this. This started. Okay, if it's 3, I think we got enough here. Just barely have a big enough area. We can make it bigger here as well, I would say. Might as well. To come into a 5, even if it's like a, you turn it right off the bat, that's fine. I guess we might as well just use this. While we're here. Oh. Someone with Frostwalker over here. That's a different type of ice, though, isn't it? Does it turn into real ice, though, if you use it in the taiga in the frozen water? If that actually works, I might just grab some Frostwalker for the first time ever. Just to freeze this path. Free ice! It's not a joke in some places, I guess. I live in a very cold, wet place, so ice is usually not an issue. Right, Pundy, you're in an even colder place. I don't know about wetness, but definitely cold where you're at. Hmm. Speaking of, there it is on cue every time. It's getting dark though. Try to keep it like this big, I think, probably. A little bigger than this. Definitely bigger than that. This is fine. I like this isn't bad right here for the straightway. We'll open up the intersection here, I think, as well a little bit. Nice. It already is pretty nice. Let's do this. Did we actually move? We kind of made it even without trying to. That has to come out. Yeah. Now we can just keep it even on this side, and we'll know. Yeah. Ooh. There we I famous Monkraft winters setting in again. Yet again, we'll use this side, I think, because this is going to be our ice boat race side from this way. Because this way is probably something we can do more. Oh yeah, we can definitely wrap it around. We can do an entire circuit this direction because we're gonna have to open up the mountain for this one anyway. Because these rich people are not going to be happy if they don't have full access to all the stuff over here. The nether portal, the nether roof portal. The nether portal is at spawn. That's close enough already. Nether roof portal right over here, as well as the end portal even closer, right on the other side of this basically. So, ooh, there's a bunch of sand too. You know what? I am happy to take all of this right now. We need a bunch of glass. We need a bunch of sand just because. Who doesn't love sand? Other than Anakin Skywalker, maybe. And you know what? To be honest, I don't like sand either in most situations. But in this situation, it's different. Taking it all. I'm taking it all, baby. We got a lot back at Ben's, but that's fine. We need more here, don't we? I think I just repaired everything fully. Digsby is going to be hard at work for a second here. Who does all the snow just despawn as soon? Oh, dude, I don't even have to hit the one right under the snow. I can just hit any of the ones and all the snow goes away. Yes. Sand versus snow. Sand wins. Right, there's like all the actual sand out of the way already that we would need. At least to open it up to the rest of the ice, which is not all ice, annoyingly. Oh, it's just like, okay, it's just gonna turn into not snow right there. Okay, that's fine. All we gotta do is throw some more ice down. In fact, since it's not gonna grow here, apparently, it's not gonna. The ice won't grow here. We then need to give it some more nutrients. Come here, ice block. Might as well grab some sand now. Nice. We'll probably take all of this out, right up to about here, at least. Definitely, since I'm going to cut it out now. Watch me do it. Just watch me. All right. Let's get back. Let's sleep. Let's get rid of the sand we have. And get some more sand. This is a lot. I don't think I have any room in my shelters. I'm gonna make some room though. That worked. That worked very well. Take out a little bit over here. Take out that chunk. Be good to go. Lag. Oh yeah, it's raining. Apparently enough for me to get in, get the riptide going without. I didn't even see rain. I must have been right on the brink, right in the edge of that little biome change. Whoa. Easy. Hmm. Oh, we had sand here. Put those away. Free up a little space. Almost back to a stack. Not bad. Although we're out of charges right now. Need a lot of ice, I guess, still. It might make it easier. It's more tedious, but it'll grow. It'll get there a lot faster if I place it myself, I suppose. All right, I really don't want to do that, but what do we have here? I'll deal with this one. More a variety. We don't need all this stone since we have a shelter full of it. What's that in here? Well, we need it, but we don't need it in a shelter. Brick in as well. All right. Already sand in there. Ready to go. Real quick though, I have an idea. We got all these other carpets in. Let me do the last carpet color. Go with the blue up there. Maybe the lighter blue would look a little better, but that's fine. Last one, of course, would be purple. Oh, here we go. How much is that? Okay, we'll just go with what we got here. That's fine. 36 is decent in start. Yeah, I put all that stuff on the roof just to keep it out of the way. Plus, I'm usually a light ring around anyway. So, you know, might as well. I'm going to change this real quickly, though. I have a slight idea here. Maybe. Now, whoever the mayor is, you can always get it redecorated, I suppose, you know. I have to have it the same as this. Let's do one of these zigzag designs. That's crazy. Oh yeah, also, there's going to be glass going around the entire outer area here, so there's no carpet needed here. So that would end right there. I think we keep that. If we're going to do like the blue, or the other purple here. Yeah. The double blue makes it a little less wacky than it could have been, right? Maybe. Take these out so we can double up the other side and get another purple line in over there. I should have enough to do that. Maybe a little bit. You get the idea. You get the idea. I think that'll be decent. It won't look too bad when it's all done. 5 left. Hold on. Might as well put them down. And yeah, actually, there's going to be one more color in here, so these will probably be spread out even more. I don't think I'm going to do one line of each color. The gray or whatever it's going to be, probably light gray probably would look best, I would imagine, out of the monotone types of colors. It's not really a color. It's a monocolor, but or not monocolor, you know what I mean. Monotone, I guess is right. But yeah, let's just do it anyway this way. So 1, 2. Yeah, those will probably be spaced out a little more. 2 blue, purple gray, 2 blue, purple gray, something like that. I don't hate the sort of design I have going here, just random design. But things will sort of change once the furnishing goes in. Right now, it's just we're based on what everything else looked like around it. Lots of carpet. We need a sheep farm, our own sheep farm now, instead of using wood stocks all the time. Especially if it's not going to come back. I could just take his claim back, but it is his, so I'm not going to do that. Even if I was going to just hold it for hold it, keep it safe, allow us sort of to still use it because we were using it as a wool farm. But that's fine. We can make our own. We can do our own. We're capable enough. If we put our heads together, I think we can figure it out. That's a joke. It's pretty simple, although it is pretty cool, and I did not know that it was possible to use a dispenser to shear sheep. Pretty awesome, though. Yeah, hold on. Let me dump the ice off first. Where, you might ask? Rightly so. You would ask rightly. Take those planks out for sure. And use most of them. Oh yeah, I have another chest here. Let me put these chests in the actual place, or else things are going to start really getting out of hand. Put them in the house. The chests go inside. They can stay there. Get down. Yo, what up, Cactus? Welcome back. Welcome back. A little carpet going in here. Trying to make some space. Getting a You missed a few things, but yeah, I don't know what exactly. But we're back here now. I'm going to just move. Oh, I have a bunch of space. Hold on. Try to move all of these stone, ice, sand, stone. Almost. Ah, thank you, thank you. Well, I thought with the blue and the purple together, that would that would work pretty well. I am gonna add a light gray in there as well, so they'll be spaced out a little more. Be a little less crazy looking. This is pretty good, but the turquoise, the aqua, whatever you want to call that, that's actually going to turn to a gray as well. Probably gray, regular gray, like that. I'm gonna rework that a little bit. I also don't think I'm gonna go with both of the grays down there. Might work that out. And we could also go with perhaps black, but I don't think I'm gonna go with that. Maybe white, maybe black and white. I have no idea. Still considering that one. Throw all that in there. That's good for now. More space up there. A little more space in general. But the last thing I was doing, other than picking up some ice over here, was doing this other path. This is actually going to be the ice boat race path. It's time for boat racing. We'll just have to close the road down for the race. But the race would take you this way, and it works out. We can make it into a circuit, as I was saying, because this has to be cut out anyway. We got to cut this entire thing out so that the rich people have access to the end portal and the nether roof portal, because you know they're going to need it. You know they're going to want it, or they're going to complain that you know they're going to say that they're rich and they deserve everything. So thus they deserve to also have easy access to these portals. I'm of course just kidding. All rich people aren't that horrible. We know this. We know this. We just like to poke fun. But yeah, so I cut that out for the most part. Still has a little bit left that I need to cut out. Pretty good though. Hold on. I can throw a bunch of that sand in here. Let's keep on going. No balls. Yeah, that. And once we fill this in, of course, just struggle across the raw water real quick. Then we hit this part, I guess. We have no music right now. Let's listen to the new fusion cave jazz. Oh, weird. That it couldn't get a thing, but it is on, so whatever. Yeah, I'm only going to be on for a bit longer here, but let's see what else we can get cut out. We can open this entire thing up, which I think is just right here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, boom, there it is. Easy. Sorry, pup. Thought I was on her foot, but maybe not. She just woke up. Started kicking. For no reason. Yeah, nice. That's all we needed to do, actually. Where all this lag's coming from all of a sudden. Boom, and there it is. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do. Yeah, because again, if you continue this way, then the pillar right there. There it is. I might continue a path over here. I don't know. I don't think I wanted to go the entire way. Like, I feel like if we just made a hub over here, that wouldn't be too bad. They can walk the rest of the way. Discord BC. Yeah, I may or may not do that then. Yeah, yeah, as usual, just gonna be working on other stuff afterwards, so I might just be half AFK. But yeah, maybe I might pop in. Where did the thing go? There it is. Yeah, we'll have to open it up more, but yeah, easy, easy. So that'll be part of the race. Why am I slipping all over the place? I think then it'll go that way. We can make a circle straight around to Ben's, especially Ben at his mansion where the stairs go. They used to have like an underpass with which was ice. He would let us use that ice underpass for the track. Even better. That'll help a little bit. Hey, buddy, I'm busy. What? Get out of here. All right, yeah. Nice. Not quite done yet, but you get the gist. And let's fly the rest of the path. You know what I was also thinking? Now we got square map. A lot easier to see all of the area like around Bend City specifically, where I would have liked to put in an Electro track. And I think that I'm gonna try to map that out. No pun intended. Well, it's not really a pun. I'm literally using a map to map it. So yes, using it for its purposes. And I'm gonna look for where the water is around Bends. In fact, we could do that together before the stream ends. But yeah, this is where it would go. We'd have to figure out this part, I suppose. This is easy enough. We go around this part. Coming out here. Just coming around here. I go around quite a bit. We could even make a little underpass somewhere else, or we can make it longer. It's ice boating, you know, it's not like it takes that long. It's crazy fast. This would be the issue, trying to come through the town somehow. But after that, you're basically a straight shot back to the mansions. Starting with Ben's mansion, the greatest of all mansions. Which also, again, like I said, this underpass, which he sort of redid. I don't know if it can be flown through right now. Pretty much, but I would have probably hit something. And there's that. And then if you go this way, boom. Back to it. And that's the end of the race. Not bad, huh? Don't even have to be. It's just a natural ice boating circuit. Right there, just made for us, ready to go. Right at our spawn, just like the zombie spawner cactus that I don't know if you knew anything about. I never knew about it until last night when I stumbled upon it. There's a zombie spawner in Slime Cave. Crazy. So one of these streams coming up, one of them is going to be my hardcore stream, but one of the other streams coming up, we have some other stuff that I have planned, but one of them is definitely going to be part of it, at least, is going to be working on maybe that as well, but also making this zombie spawner cool. Oh, never mind. We don't have to do much. We'll probably help Pundy. But Pundy's actually going to do something here. Maybe he'll even make a video out of it for you guys. As he said, he's working on some videos too. I need to start doing that myself. Wrong way. Not exactly, but you know what? Let's just go. We're close enough. We might as well. So, Slime Cave proper. Cactus, if you're paying attention. If not, then, well, I guess you won't know yet. If you go down here where the geode is, I just did this to make it easy to access. Boom, it's back here. This was like this, though. I found it like this. So someone was here, someone blocked it off, but didn't break it. I'm so glad they didn't. Just, yeah. are chilling right here. Bundy's gonna do a water elevator for him. That's cool. Probably some kind of maybe even an auto killer. Who knows? Depends. I think we 1 XP, but we could probably make it like either way, hybrid. Make it a hybrid. Could also make a little staircase down right here, I suppose. If we did this. Yeah, that's pretty good. For the sake of consistency. All right, yeah, so literally now just continue this way. Boom. I did want to do a lot more stuff over here. Like I had some plans. I was cutting this out, but some plans just to do more structures, just general structures like this over here. Storage, different things. More of the industry area, but not like the actual machines and stuff. Like if you want to call this a machine, I guess technically is. Did all the carrots get taken? Or oh, there, this thing's just piled full. Look at all those carrots. A rabbit's dream. Let's fly our way out in this direction. Out of the Hiteyoshi Memorial. Is it dark out? Did someone close this? No, no. I just still very far in a cave. And boom, there we are. Man, I love it. It is like Moria, though. There's all these different cave networks and stuff. It's just so awesome, isn't it? And they actually lead into this mountain as well, into Ben's Mountain, you might call it. I don't know it's not actually Ben's Mountain, but it is where his mansion is down here in the foothills. He didn't really cover that much of it, though, did he? Look at how much craziness there is in here in his mountain. Now that we got Elytra, well, we've obviously had it for a while, but a very long time. I just really haven't like done this before. Like really looked close around at everything, and especially where was that? Isn't that like in Ben's Mountain where the trial chamber is almost? Maybe not. This is though. That was what I found interesting recently. Is this is Ben's Mountain still? And it goes the entire way down to this village, which is obvious because this path we're almost rendering in Ben's over there from here. Just never occurred to me, I guess. I'm not smart. Alright, yeah, I'm just kind of wandering around. I'm pretty much done for the day. We'll pretty much just be working on some probably bigger things. And the other plans I have, if I can get this mod done, so I can use the plugin on the Java side and then actually start working on the Bedrock side, which should be easier. I feel like it's almost all already done because the way ChatGPT had me do the initial thing for Java is kind of the way it works. Kind of the way it works for both, but it's mostly like just the Bedrock way. I just was not testing that yet. I'll figure this out hopefully soon. Get the mod in there. That means that once the mod is done, we'll be able to actually, or whoever is using the mod, will be able to see the different variations in skill Elytra when they're equipped. Because again, we do have the command, the items, the unique custom items do exist. They are different than just a normal Elytra that's renamed or anything like that. It's actually a custom item that belongs to whoever earns it or whoever is given it in this case. Whenever I do give Nerds Templar. Which one should we do this time? You don't see the difference, but let's pick one. with a colored name that we don't usually see because all of the different groups have a different color associated with them. The industry ones are yellow, the exploration ones are blue, the economy ones, I don't think we usually do that. The economy ones are green. Raider. The combat ones are red, the specialization ones are orange, and the activity ones are purple. Boom. Greater Elytra green text. There it is. If we put it on, it tells you that was actually in testing. I don't think that's gonna be a thing we keep in there, telling you when it's active. I will probably take it on, but that was just for testing purposes. It also looks like it's spamming me with it now. Is it? No, it might just be telling me for a really long time. But yeah, that's a completely different item than an elytra. It is an elytra, but it's not just any elytra. See, you cannot drop a skill elytra. That's one thing, and just because of that, now I'm gonna have to do this as well. Bear with me. I'm just gonna do the same thing I did last time. So same thing, but lava bucket. Because you can't drop them, and if you put it in a chest, you can put it in a chest, like or a shulker. And if someone else were here, if Pundy were here and he tried moving that, he would not be able to move it at all. He would try to click on it and it would just put it right back down and it would say you can't. It would say something like you can't take someone else's skill elytra, something like that. It'll have a message attached to it. But and then if it's in a chest, if it's in a chest and the chest is broken and the elytra drops on the ground, and then you try to pick it up and you're not the owner, it'll tell you you cannot pick up someone else's skill elytra. We tested it. Ben and I did test it. I've tested it by myself. I know it works, but he tested it with me on stream. Although we can't see his side, he was able to confirm for us, for you guys on stream, that it did happen. And he walked over it. He couldn't pick it up. I walked over it. Boom, picked it up because it was mine. I was the owner. If it's in a shulker, people can still pick up the shulker and run off with it. So, maybe you don't want to do that. They can't do anything with it if it's in a shulker, but they can at least take it and be annoying to you, if nothing else. We will have a system that if you somehow don't have your elytra, we'll try to track if you have it or not. And we'll you have it so you can buy one, but you can only like have one on you at a time or something like that. We'll have to work on that one just so we have a system where people can still get them again if they do lose them somehow, but can't, just get a ton of extra elytra that way. But you also have to pay for it though. And then the only way to dispose of it, because you can't drop it any other way. The only thing I've learned to do, other than making a little bit of a pit and dropping it in from a chest, breaking a chest and dropping it into lava that way, just doing it with a shulker instead. So we're gonna lava, we're gonna toss that bucket in. So if all the evidence is gone, we're gonna make sure again that that's the right box. And you saw it popped out of the box first, and then it went into the lava. Interesting. But yeah, that's that. Those are the skill elytra. They are so close to working. The textures, that's what I'm working on now. Hopefully next time I'll maybe even have it done. Um, if I get that done, the last thing left is the requirement part of the plugin, which I don't think is going to be that hard. I feel like it's just about me grinding it out, ChatGPT more than anything. There's not a ton to it. It's just tedious because you got to make like the lists and everything and make one for every different elytra. But I don't think it's going to be that hard because usually ChatGPT can just generate all of that for me separately at one in one prompt, but like separate copy and paste things for me to put in. So that was mostly worked so far with when it comes to like that straight JavaScript stuff. That you know Minecraft actually allows you to do, and you don't have to go around with mods and things for like elytra rendering. When it just works out in Minecraft, then ChatGPT through JavaScript just seems to really know what it's doing, which is a breath of fresh air after all the nonsense I've dealt with this ChatGPT so far. But yes, so because of that, if I can do that, if I can then get the final parts of the plugin, the requirements ready, that means that one of the following streams after that, hopefully this week, if all goes well, we will be able to do an Elytra exploration stream so that I can hit 2 million blocks flown and only since changing over to Java. These are the, I don't know what this looks like on Bedrock. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure you guys have more stats than you were showing me. But even if you can't see them, they are there. All these stats do exist for Bedrock, even if you can't access them the same way. So don't worry. I wish there was a way you could see them with like a command. I do think one of the things we're going to add though is a way for you to track the skill Elytra with a command. It'll give you like a percent complete progress bar, something like that, or just like give you a percent complete, but not the progress bar. That might be a little too much work. But at least then you can see how much more you need, even if you can't see the exact stat. Maybe it'll even give you your stat plus the total stat you need for the unlock. But right now, as far as distance by Elytra goes, we are under 200,000 blocks needed, which means I feel like we can easily do that in one stream. I feel like we're going to be close to probably 150,000 needed by the time that happens. Maybe under 50K in one stream. Let's go. I can do that. I can do that. Sounds like fun. We'll just fly off into the south, into the distance. The south is this way. And yeah, we'll just see. Well, that's the way we went on our little walking journey, which did a little bit for us, I suppose, because that's another skill lighter. There's 29 of them actually, maybe 27 to 29. There's two that I'm not sure about. Um, oh, went too far again. But as far as oh, we're almost at 450, and we actually haven't done that in a while since the last time we had cows. Yeah, I guess as far as like walked and stuff goes, we did a little bit actually. I feel like it's starting to kind of. Can you like control select more than one? No. So underwater counts, I think. I don't know. Why is there so much more underwater as compared to like boating and swim? Boating, I guess I understand, but swimming, I feel like they should be a little closer than that. Maybe not. I mean, you think about it. Only on its own, 100 kilometers swum is what you need, right? No. What am I saying? 1,000. Yeah, it's a lot more than 100. That might have to go down. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. So I only have it half of the elytra distance needed. I feel like it should probably be a quarter or a fifth, maybe, if not less than that, because yeah, that's about the difference at least, if not like 10 times different, honestly. I feel like 5 times different is what we should go for. So what would that be? That's kind of hard to do. We could do 200. That's 10 though. That's not enough. Yeah, hard to do that. I mean, now, well, you know what? I don't know. 10? 10 times that is. So 200 kilometers for the first one. That would be a combo then, though, of swum and boated. But even that, I have nothing toward that. But then if you take into account now you're going to the other one, sprinted and walked and stuff. Now I'm way over that already. So maybe just those have to be different, like the Mariner Elytra and the Pathfinder have to be different just because you end up doing so much more walking around than you would swimming. So even if you kind of might go faster sometimes in the water, somewhat sometimes, especially if you add boating in, maybe just because of the sheer amount more that you walk and run around, maybe that just has to be more. Do we do 500 maybe? If it's 500, I'm already there too. That's not, that doesn't seem like enough. Almost has to be 1,000, which is what we already have the walking one at. But if you count, we could count climbed because technically climbing is still something, which is not much. I don't even have 5 kilometers in yet. So, but crouched is 49. Crouched is about 50. 50. Fallen does not count. 50 plus the 242 from sprinted. getting close to 300. Plus 250 more. And so 550 plus the walked on and underwater, I think, as well. So I'm already over, I'm pushing 600 total with all those combined already. That's not bad. Maybe, okay, so maybe 1 mil works. 1 million blocks total works for walking. What do you guys think about that? It's 2 million for Elytra. I feel like that's pretty good, and it'd be 5 million for the ascended version of that. I do a lot of flying, so again, I don't want to make it impossible for everybody. I do a ton of flying. I don't think anyone's anywhere near my 1800 right now. Maybe again, if we took into account everything we've done so far, then I would have to probably make it a lot higher because we've all done way over that by now. We've probably all gone well over 5 million by now. It's a lot of most of us have done a lot of flying around. Uh, but as far as just turning over to Java and Bedrock crossplay and kind of opening up a little more, and then of course adding this, yeah, I'm already almost at 2 million. I do think that, though, yeah, I've done a lot more flying since going Java than anybody else. So you can't really take my stat as the average. But we are close, that means, and that also means, yeah, I'm very close to unlocking my first skill elytra, maybe the first skill elytra of the server, because there's also the builder and crafter ones and the miner ones, and it's very possible that other players, like the big builders, have already hit those requirements, especially once I figure out what they are. You know, they may be well past those already, so we shall see. But I also have the other one coming up soon. My playtime right now is 19, a little over 19 and a half days. So I really hope that before I hit 20, we can get that ready. Because again, that's going to be what it is for the first Nerd Elytra, the playtime one. It's going to take 20 days, full days played. The only reason for that is because it would be higher because we allow for AFK. But if we made it any higher than that, then certainly the ascended version would be basically impossible for anyone who's not able to AFK. So we didn't want that to be the case. We had to make it a little lower. So it's more in range of as long as you're actively playing the game with us, not like you don't have to log in every day or anything crazy like that. But as long as you actively are here, part of the community, hanging out with us from time to time, and you're here for a while, if that's the way that, if you're not on all the time, as long as you're here for a while, you will hit those marks and be able to unlock that one and, a bunch of other stuff too. But those are our two big ones for sure. The two that I'm going to be getting first, I would say, just based on the way I play. But as far as like even the miner, the logger, all the industry ones, miner, logger, crafter, even builder, I feel like we're probably getting pretty close to builder. I do build a lot of stuff. I place a lot of blocks. Builder is harder to track, it's more about block placing. Crafter is going to be about crafting specific items. They're all going to be thrown in together, and as long as you hit the total number of all these different types, it's going to be basically anything that's not like a building block to a different thing. And I've also considered for builder itself, uh, so it's not simply blocks placed. We could even throw in like the need to craft things like slabs and stairs, things that might not be crafter specifically crafter related. You think of crafter, I'm thinking more like actual items. Any actual item counts for that. But maybe as far as construction items go, that could even go into builder. I'm still kind of considering that. It would make it less cheesable, that's for sure. Um, Crafter has plenty of things that it can go with without adding in the builder more building material type stuff. And also, we're going to have the smith that's dealing with armor and weapons and tools specifically. So those don't even have to go into crafter. We also have engineer, which is all the redstone stuff. So that doesn't have to go into crafter. There's still going to be like a ton of stuff that falls into the crafting category, I would imagine. But yeah, once I get all those full catered lists, I will have a better idea. All right. But anyway, yeah. Thanks for chilling, guys. Like, subscribe. I will catch you guys. Now, why is this not playing? Definitely didn't hit the end. I don't like a weird problem loading some of the songs for some reason. Whatever. Catch you guys tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Back here, probably, but we might also be doing the hardcore run tomorrow. I'm not sure if it's going to be tomorrow or Thursday. The end of the hardcore run, that is, trying to find and defeat the dragon. And move on to, I guess, the end game, sort of our very first hardcore world. Already made it that far. I told my nephews I'm decent at hardcore. They said I'm good. I said, well, I feel like it's just a little more cautious. I just have a cautious playstyle, which makes it a little easier to do hardcore sometimes. I'm a little better than I used to be, so I'm not as just prone to complete accidents, although I still am because, you know, it is me. But anyway, yeah, catch you guys 10 a.m. tomorrow, same time as always, except for Fridays when we're here at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're here every day of the week for a stream, except for Sunday. Also, go check out Pundy MC. Give him a sub. Check out his VODs, his videos. He said he's working on some. Maybe we'll see another one coming out soon. And until next time, guys, Randy with the Nerds Templar. Peace out.